Recording this a day late. I should have done it yesterday, but we'll get it done here. I'm going to do these kind of in sync with the videos, or at least try. One thing I do want to kind of talk about, though, while we get past this Monday is like knee pain. So the past few weeks, my knee has been bothering me again after seemingly being out of the woods. Like I thought it was a clear path forward. My knee had only gotten better since I had started kind of working with the PT, following RTA. And I'm wondering now, as I am nearing, I'm like rounding the corner here, right? It's this is week 8, so I got 4 more weeks. And I'm wondering if like the weight increasing is revealing that maybe I wasn't using my left leg as much as possible or as much as I should be, like pressing through it. I'm wondering if part of this imbalance I have in my legs is due to favoring my right leg, and I can just get away with that on the lighter weights, whereas these heavier weights, it's just not possible, and it's like pushing through that left leg is kind of revealing that discrepancy and bringing some of that pain back. One notable thing here, though, regarding the knee pain is it doesn't linger. So when it first came back, I did something to it and it came back pretty bad, but it's already getting better again. And I'm not noticing it sitting at home like working, which is a huge plus, because when it was at its worst, I just like it wasn't throbbing, but if I put my knee in certain positions, like the tightness across the front of my knee was just clear as day there. Anyway, so onto these squats. These gave me, this is 4x5 at 305, and this gave me way too much confidence. To be honest, watching these though, it's like these are solid in my opinion. My chest isn't, well, that one did, but for the most part, like these are pretty solid technique-wise. I'm like hitting the bottom and coming back up with my chest raised, especially on the first few. And I did this, right? It's 4x5 at 305. So this gave me kind of a ton of confidence. They were hard, but I never thought I was going to fail. And so I was feeling good going into day 16, which is a 5-rep max. And I got way too carried away here. I've been working out for 10 years and I don't think I've ever fucked up this bad. I don't know what got into me, but let's own it, right? So first off, warming up felt amazing. My legs felt good here. I was ready to go. My other lifts kind of were in this like deload phase, so I had lots of energy here, and just overall, like in my head, I was like, I'm hitting 340, 350 for 5. And that number isn't unfounded. The 280 by 10 actually puts, with an online calculator, which I know, but it puts it at around like 330. So I was like, I can push it and get 340. Now, maybe that wasn't a mistake. Maybe I could have gotten 340, but the big mistake here is how I warmed up. So I did have to clip one video here, so I'm not making quite as big jumps as it looks like, but I did go from 225 to 275. And then I think this is one big mistake. I went 275, 295, and I'm only doing 3s here so I don't get too fatigued. My next jump was to 315, which I think is okay, especially because I just did 305 4x5 right on Monday. So like this isn't that crazy. Looking at this here, it's a little bit harder than I would want, especially if I'm expecting 340. Now, this is where I really fucked up. I didn't want to do another warm-up set, and I had so much adrenaline going. I was putting so much emphasis on this 5-rep max, and I went for it. I went all the way to 340, so that's a 25-pound jump. I specifically remember this rep right here, couldn't feel my legs. It was way too heavy. I should have re-racked it, went for a double. I get it, and I just know it's not going to happen. I just fucking re-racked it. I tried to go down to 330, but it was over. First one was hard. Second one felt impossible. And the third one, that was it. Right? That's just way too much effort on a third rep. That should have been the fourth. And then I got the false start, and it was just game over. No more. So anyway, I fucked up. Maybe I would have gotten 330 if I warmed up properly, but I didn't. I fucked up there. I put way too much emphasis on this 5 rep. I like to know what's coming, but I just got too caught up in it. I should have just tried to get a solid 5 rep instead of getting some crazy number that puts my 1 rep way higher. But here I am. So I don't know why I did the false start either. That is kind of uncharacteristic. I think it was probably, I just knew it was over. And I knew it was over, and I couldn't just re-rack it because I couldn't try again. What was I going to drop the weight again? So it was dumb, and it was over, and I just kind of had to go for the 4th rep, even though I knew it wasn't going to happen. So I came out of this week without a 5 rep max, a little embarrassing and disappointing, but I don't know. All you can do is keep moving forward. Anyway, that's it. Thanks.